What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today in this video we'll be focusing on all 5 of the exotic weapons we know of so far coming to the House of Wolves DLC, and we're going to take a look at some of its stats which are on the Destiny database, which I'll link in the description. So we've got all of its stats and its perks, and we're going to take a look at what these weapons look like. If you missed yesterday's video, we took a look at all the exotic armor pieces, so for the Hunter, Titan and Warlock, and all those really cool perks on some of those, so definitely check that video out. I'll link in the description if you want to see that video, and also there's a card on screen right now. But in this video we're going to focus on all the weapons. So first off, we're going to take a look at the 347 Vesta Dynasty. This is an exotic scout rifle, which is cool to see. There are more scout rifles coming in the House of Wolves DLC, because previously we only had one, which was the Mida multi-tool, and scout rifles are personally some of my favourite weapons to use, so it's good to see that we're getting 2 brand new exotic scout rifles. The first tier of perks is their tier 1, which includes accurized ballistics, smooth ballistics and aggressive ballistics, and then in tier 2 we've got Icarus, which is one of the more important perks. This improves your accuracy while airborne, and this has been an interesting perk to see how it actually functions, because you haven't had this perk before, and it might come in handy in the Crucible if you're trying to like jump over some cover, and normally your accuracy is quite bad when you're airborne. So hopefully this will actually be a very useful perk and reduce the actual like spread of bullets when you're shooting in airborne. Tier 3 perks include single point sling, so you can switch weapons faster and move quickly while aiming. Hammer Forged increases your range and accuracy, and Perfect Balance reduces your recoil by a massive amount. So those are very good perks right there. And then tier 4 we have Goliath, which means your non-precision kills are going to temporarily increase your armor stat for 15 seconds, and then David increases your agility if you get precision kills. So that's kind of an interesting pair out there. I think I'd definitely go for the Goliath over the David perk, because that means you can literally just spray it around the body and not have to worry about getting your headshots or your belly shots for the Vex, and you can just get any in PvE or P. It's generally easy to get body shots, and that means you have increased armor, and that's going to be a very, very cool set of perks right there, and you get to choose between the two. And looking at its stats overall, they're kind of just well rounded. It's got very average, nothing really that sticks out too much. It's got very good reload speed, which is quite high, and but definitely a good looking weapon, kind of close to the Vision of Confluence in terms of stats for a scout rifle, and I'm definitely looking forward to this weapon. Next I'm going to take a look at the Queenbreaker's bow. This is a very, very interesting weapon. It's actually a fusion rifle, but it's more like a sniper rifle version of a fusion rifle. It's kind of like the Vex Mythoclast, how it shoots fusion rifle pellets, but instead of shooting them in like a cluster, it shoots one at a time in an automatic sense. The Queenbreaker's bow, I think, is going to shoot one at a time, almost like a sniper, and even though it is a fusion rifle, it's going to act very much like a sniper rifle. So it's a very strange weapon. It shoots arc damage, and it's the similar weapon to the Y rifle you'll see a lot of Fallen holding, and it's got a very iconic look to it. Of course, it's Fallen designed after the House of Wolves expansion. And the first 2 perks are Marksman Sights or Combat Sights. Marksman gives you a long range sights with a slower charge time and greater damage, and ammo and charge will display on the screen, and the Combat Sights give you a low zoom sights with faster charge time and the ability charge display on the screen. So that's a very interesting kind of combination there. You can basically have a long range weapon that does a greater damage, or a shorter range weapon that deals a faster charge time. So very interesting kind of perks right there. And then in tier 2 we have Hipfire, which shows that this weapon can be used as a hipfire sense and kind of still be used as a fusion rifle. In tier 3 we have Single Point Sling, which allows you to switch weapons faster and move faster while aiming. Flared Mag Roll is going to increase your reload time, and Send It is going to increase your range and accuracy. And then finally in tier 4 we have this weapon gains better target acquisition with the Hidden Hand perk. So that's a quite interesting perk there. It's going to kind of help with its target acquisition, and maybe you can track targets a little bit easier. Next up we have the Lord of Wolves, a very infamous weapon, and this thing is very cool. It's got solar damage, and it's a very fast firing shotgun. I believe it shoots in bursts of 5 at a time, and its tier 1 perks are Smart Drift Control, Soft Ballistics and Linear Compensator. In tier 2 we've got Hip Fire, which is going to increase your accuracy firing from the hip. In tier 3 we've got Speed Reload, Extended Magazine and Perfect Balance. And then in tier 4 we've got kills with this weapon rally nearby enemies with +3 recovery in this last 30 seconds. That's a very interesting perk right there. You can also help out your teammates with their recovery for 30 seconds. So whether you're in a raid with your raid team, whether you're in Crucible, or whether you're just in patrol, your teammates around you are going to get bonus recovery, which is a very, very cool perk, and it's kind of cool that you can help out your teammates in that sense. Next up we have Dreg's Promise, which is actually a sidearm, a brand new category weapon that resides in the special category, and this thing has arc damage, that's what it deals, and also has reserve ammo perk, which is on all sidearms. So all sidearms, when you respawn, they come with restocked ammo. So that's a cool kind of feature of sidearms. It has soft ballistics, CQB ballistics and aggressive ballistics in tier 1. In tier 2 it's got Grave Robber, which means melee kills have a chance to refill the magazine. In tier 3 we have Snapshot, which is going to aim your weapon incredibly fast, fill scat extending your magazine, and Perfect Balance reduces your recoil. And then finally in tier 4, that all important perk is Shock Rounds, the high ricochet shock rounds with enhanced target acquisition. So they're going to kind of track targets a little bit easier and maybe be a little little bit more accurate and you'll miss less shots, hopefully, and they ricochet off of surfaces. So that's an interesting weapon right there. And then finally, we've got the Fate of All Fools. This is an exotic scout rifle that you get from the Trials of Osiris. We believe through an exotic bounty. You have to go through a lot of steps to get this weapon, and this is a very, very cool scout rifle. It's quite interesting. Tier 1, it's got soft ballistics, CQB ballistics, or smart drift control, and then in Tier 2, it's got Zen moment, which means damage is going to increase your stability. Then in Tier 4 are past the attack powers, of course. In Tier 4, we've got extended mags, speed reload, or custom optics. And then Tier 5, the most important perk, is the Fate of All Fools perk. Chain body shots to gain bonus damage on your next precision shot. So you can chain your body shots, and that's going to build up the damage of the next time that you get headshot. And I can see that coming very in handy in the Crucible if you get a load of body shots together, and that means it's going to increase your next time to get headshots. So you can maybe get 2 or 3 body shots, and the next headshot is going to count as a kill. So there are the 5 exotic weapons we know of so far coming to House of Wolves DLC. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know which one you're most excited for and which one are you going to be wanting to get out of your Nightfalls and your rewards. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Give it a like rating if you did, and I'll see you guys on the next video.